Is the lens that you're seeing through the lens of brokenness or belovedness? With my blurred vision, I had decided two things, right? I can't catch and I can't do math. If shame is blurring your vision and pain has broken the lens through which you see, what are you deciding about your heart, about your body, about your worth, about your future, about God with the kind of sight through which you're seeing? No matter what brought you here, maybe because of what brought you here, I invite you to stay with us as we talk through, cry through, push through topics like unwanted sexual behaviors, shame, relational healing, and more. Together, let's begin to unwrap the gift of understanding every bit of you is sacred by design. If you've ever been to the eye doctor, you'll know exactly what this is. Better one or two? One or two? Better here or there? Here or there? I remember getting fitted for glasses for the first time. I was 12 years old, and it took me bumping into things and basically failing sixth grade math for me to actually consider a visit to the eye doctor. For whatever reason, sixth grade took a toll on my eyesight. And rather than thinking, I think I need glasses, I can't see, or commenting to my mom, I'm having trouble seeing, I just kept bumping into things. And in that time, I decided a few things. I decided I can't catch and I can't do math. I couldn't see well enough to catch the ball that was coming towards me or to swing when they were pitching to me. So I decided softball wasn't working for me and everyone was playing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't hang. So I decided to take myself out of it. Soccer was fine. I could follow the blurry mass of people and I could feel the ball on my feet. And the goal was just big enough that I could kick for that. But softball, it's just not working. So I decided I can't catch. Mrs. SK, she was a tough math teacher, and the chalkboard was just far away enough that I just couldn't make it out. And so I would nod my head like I understood what she was saying, but I just couldn't see any different. And my eyesight was just a mess. So I decided I can't do math. So it took getting a 64% on a math test and getting in big trouble for me to finally break down and cry saying, I can't see. The next day, we were in the Lens Crafters at Lake Forest Mall, and I remember right where we were on the second floor because all the while that the doctor's checking my eyes, I could smell the Mrs. Fields chocolate chip cookies baking across the way. And the doctor was saying, here or there, here or there, one or two, better one or two. Going through all the lens options felt like it was taking forever. But when they gave me my tortoiseshell cat-shaped glasses, because this was 1987 and I looked amazing, I cried. I actually cried. I could see. And I was realizing all the things that I hadn't been able to see. Things were clear and sharp. I couldn't believe how different everything and everyone around me looked. I remember it so vividly because my emotions were so intense at that time. Not only was I grateful, very grateful to see, but I was mad that it took so long for me to figure out, or just even to say, hey, I need help, I can't see, or being mad at my mom because why couldn't she tell that I was bumping into things, or Miss SK, why is she failing this? All this to say, let's consider your sight. You might be used to bumping around through things in your life. It might even feel comfortable at this point because you're used to it. But how you see and what you are not seeing is leading you to making some decisions in your life. Are you looking at you, at your life through the lens of your brokenness or through your belovedness? How you see you and your life, the lens that you choose, is important. Think of how you are deciding what it's based on, how you're seeing. I'll ask again, is the lens that you're seeing through the lens of brokenness or belovedness? With my blurred vision, I had decided two things, right? I can't catch and I can't do math. If shame is blurring your vision and pain has broken the lens through which you see, what are you deciding about your heart, about your body, about your worth, about your future, about God with the kind of sight through which you're seeing? That's lens one. Take some time to answer those questions. Looking to the future with fear, with shame, with guilt, with doubt, that leads to anxiety. But now let's consider lens two, belovedness, because looking to the future with compassion and grace and understanding, that leads to vision. With my new glasses, 12-year-old Andrea gave softball another shot and discovered it is not my thing. Soccer's my thing. I love soccer. There's no shame. There's no I can't. There's no I'm not good enough. There's no isolating myself. With my new glasses, 12-year-old Andrea realized I was making excuses for my bad math grade because while the chalkboard might have been plenty far enough away, the textbook was pretty close. So I just needed to try harder and give the homework a little bit more time. I made different decisions for me, about me, because of plastic lenses. Imagine how different you can see you and your life with a new lens, a lens of your belovedness. Lens one, brokenness, sees from a place of shame while using tools like loneliness and doubt. And then lens two, your belovedness, sees from a place of dignity and value while using tools like curiosity and honor and honesty and compassion. One or two, better here or there. I want to take you by your hand to get your vision checked. But let's try today. You can try this on your own today. Can you get curious about what you're choosing to see, how you're choosing to see? Pray for God to highlight the lens that you're choosing, to highlight the decisions you're making based on that lens, on that vision, on how you're seeing. Looking through a lens of brokenness might sound like I never, I can't, I always. Fill in those blanks. When you land on one, take that decision to the Lord. Ask Him for eyes to see the areas of brokenness and how they can become pathways to your healing. Because if anyone can make a way, ask Him to subtract the guilt and the shame, even just for a day. Just for a day, try out seeing through the lens of your belovedness. I wonder where your sight will take you, how you'll see you. And when you bump into that decision that you've made, just stop. Just stop a moment. Consider it with care. Try to see it differently. The God of promise says in Habakkuk that He's doing something in your days. And He says in Jeremiah that He's planning a future and hope for you. Where's your focus? How are you seeing? You don't want to miss it. And if you give the new lens a shot, I want to know about it. I want to know what you're seeing. I want to know what the Lord is highlighting for you. I'm praying for you as you consider one or two. Better one or two. Here or there. Beloved or broken. Beloved or broken. Try beloved.